Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present.
Rundown, tour, and just kind of like a little tutorial on how things go in here. My name is Coach Mel. I'm the coach for the class, just one coach per class. I do have a microphone, so I'm going to really turn music up because music is everything for me to work out. But I have the microphone, so really kind of loud in here. So it's just good for you to kind of like understand what I'm going to be saying, so you can shoot the class start to get the hang. Tawana and Sierra, gotcha. So you guys all have the heart rate monitors. We use those for the class because we coach the class through 5 heart rate zones. Right now you're in the gray zone. That's the lowest heart rate zone. It's only because you're not doing anything. But when your heart rate starts to go up, that background color is going to change. It's going to change colors.
What is up, my evangelistas? This is Tawana. Welcome back, or welcome to the vlog if you're new. And if you're new, just want to say thank you for stopping by. Hope that you guys will join the Evangelista family. It's a new name, work in progress, so let me know below if you guys actually want to be called Evangelista or not. It's just a play on my middle name, which is Evangeline, of course, from my channel. Like I was saying, if you're new, thank you for stopping by. And I make videos about grad school. I am currently in my first semester for Masters of Public Health with an epidemiology concentration at Georgia State University. So my videos are just based off of that, productivity, how to manage school and work 9 to 5, and your social life, of course. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, do definitely go ahead and subscribe below. On that note of subscribing, I do want to say thank you guys. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, because we are now at 1.5K subscribers. To the moon and back. I really do appreciate it, and it's been hard work so far. I know it's gonna be hard work again, but we're gonna make it to 2K. Like, I know it, I believe in us. You know, this is a partnership right now between you and me. I'm talking to you, yes. So if you have not subscribed, but you are interested in what I just mentioned, please go ahead and do so. Whenever I get to 2K subscribers, I will be doing a great big giveaway. So stay tuned for that. I believe in us, like I said, and we can get, you know, this additional 400 and whatever subscribers that I'm needing to get to 2K. But I am actually getting ready. You guys saw this morning that I actually woke up super early because I had to go to, I was trying out Orange Theory for the first time. It was a struggle. It was hard as far as like, the cardio was fine, like on the treadmills and everything, but the weight training, oh God, weight training has always been tough for me, but it was very satisfying and fulfilling once I did complete everything. And yeah, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. But what I'm doing is I'm actually trying out different like fitness classes. I'm using ClassPass, which gives you like a month free, so you can try things. Orange Theory was the first of them. So I went and I got like a green smoothie after that because, y'all, we needed a little fuel for the body after that workout. Once I got home, actually, I took a shower and yeah, I got dressed and everything for our day. We do have a lot going on today. It is the last day of September, so we've got the best month of the year coming up. Where's my October girls at? My Scorpios and my Libras, of course. My birthday is the 23rd of the month, so October is very special to me, of course. And back home, we actually celebrate like Independence season and a whole bunch of like good food and good time. We'll be missing it again, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles, right? When we're trying to get an education and further our life goals. So I think that's basically it for my skincare for right now. Guys, oh my god, so I picked up at Sephora this new cleanser. This is the Youth to the People. Let me see if I can focus for you guys. Yeah, this is from Youth to the People, and it's their green tea spinach vitamins superfood cleanser. The girl really told me at the store, and like even when I posted on my Instagram, a lot of y'all said It was amazing. Reviews were great. The actual, girl that worked at Sephora said it was amazing too. So no lie, I've been using it for about 5 days, 6 days now, and it's just something about it. It's like very nourishing. You can tell to your skin. So I've been loving that. However, I do want to stop rambling. First thing this morning is we're going to be getting a flu shot. It is that time of the year, guys. It's flu season. So I'm just, getting that done at the health center. Not too far from here. I am off work today, really, because I've spent a lot of my hours in the field this week. But we do have our weekly meeting at 12:30 today, so I have to hop on that. Yeah, so we're gonna get that vaccine. Then this afternoon I actually have an organization event I have to attend, so we'll be going to that as well. And a couple other things I need to get done. I mentioned I did go to Sephora last weekend, and I forgot. The main thing I actually went there for, which I constantly do, but I need to pick up from Sephora The Ordinary, the hyaluronic acid. So we'll run by there and pick that up today as well. I also have some schoolwork I need to complete. So I have to do, I'm writing a paper on Jon Snow. I'm reading a book for another paper I have to write that is due in like 2 weeks. And then obviously just like little discussion posts and stuff like that. So I want to work on some of that, of course, as well today. But let me, take us off, get our day going. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
Okay guys, so I actually wanted to talk to you real quick about something that's been on my mind for a couple of days. So there is this one lady that I saw outside of my workplace. She actually is homeless, and I noticed her about 2 weeks ago because she was sitting by the side of the road and like literally corner of the street where the police literally came and told her she had to move because she was on the corner of that, intersection. And it just really broke my heart. It hurt just seeing her like that and not having anything at all. I don't need to get to this parking garage, but let me get her, hold on. Somebody's literally looking at me while I was trying to cross the street from their car. Anyway, like I was saying, I saw her 2 days ago and she was sitting outside in the cold, on the side of this Walgreens outside of my job. So I thought, well, let me just, go into Walgreens, get her something to drink and eat real quick and give it to her. It took me all but 3 minutes, y'all, but she was gone. Like she had already left by the time I came outside. So I was like, well, now I have these snacks that I want to give to her, but I don't see her around. But I'm just saving it. And all in all, I'm just saying this because I feel like we take so much things for granted. Like a minute ago, I went and got, a vaccine, and they're like, oh, do you have insurance, health insurance, yada, yada, yada. And even with one of my classes I'm taking, it's such a big thing of health insurance as well and health policy in the US. And I'm going to go into detail when I talk about the class a little bit more later. But I just wanted to say that we should all be so grateful for what we do have, not take things for granted, because something as simple as a roof over your head, it goes over our heads a lot. I know, because it took me really seeing her like that, to remember, hey, thank you, Lord, thank you, God, for what I've got and everything like that. So, yeah, that's what I really wanted to say. Don't take anything you have, even the small things, for granted. I actually stopped by our package room because I had a package down there. I didn't actually order anything, but Osea, the brand, they reached out to me and they said they wanted to send me something. It's not sponsored or anything, you guys. It's just that they wanted to send me one of their new products so I could test it out and see if I like it or not. So I just wanted to say thanks to them for, reaching out to your girl, because I never thought I would get to the point of receiving PR. I feel like I'm very much feeling imposter syndrome when I say like I am a content creator or I do YouTube, because it's just like, do I really? I just hit like 1.5K so subscribers. It's always kind of like weird in that sense where it's like, I don't feel like I'm worthy of things, but we shouldn't think that way. Only positive thoughts. Very grateful, of course, for them. I think it was like some night serum thing. Hold on, let's open this up. Okay, so it looks like this in the box.
and it's their Sea Glow Overnight Serum AHA treatment. This is actually like, it's good that they said this to me when they said they were gonna send me their new overnight serum, because I actually wanted something for treatment when I was going, well, when they reached out to me was when I was kind of planning to go to Sephora last weekend, and I was like, well, since they're gonna send me something, I'm not gonna pick up anything for nighttime skincare. It definitely is coming in handy, and I'll definitely, I'm gonna try it out, test it out for a couple weeks, and then I'll give you guys my honest opinion and review on this at some point in the vlog. But I will say I have bought with my own money. I bought their, what they call it, the body oil, the algae body oil, and it's very, very immaculate. This one just comes like this though. So this is the, like I call it, the Sea Glow Overnight Serum. There we go. So we'll give it a whirl. But for now, I'm actually gonna be doing some monthly planning on my calendar, my actual physical calendar I have. Today's the last day of September, like I mentioned earlier. October, we have to get started and make sure that I have all my, assignments, homeworks, everything placed on my calendar, so I have like a reference point. I'm not gonna do it digitally just because I tend to look more at the physical calendar, and I don't want too many like Google alerts coming from coming to my phone from the calendar itself, just saying, oh, homework is due, this is due, and like, I know. So I'm not gonna add that on the actual calendar with my Google, but we're gonna do this on the hard copy calendar I bought a couple months ago. Let's get to it. We should have time to do that and then hop on that actual, what do you call it, meeting. La, 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 la. Ooh, la, la, la. Ooh, la, la, la. Ooh, la, la, la. Ooh, la, la, la. It's the way that we rock when we doing our thing. Ooh, la, la, la. It's the natural light that the refugees bring. Ooh, la, 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 la. It's the real thing. Okay, so this is just a final for now overview, and we have, let's see, my priorities. I have to finish reading that book I told you guys about for the reflection paper. That's due next week, Sunday the 9th. Then I have an issue paper. We already did the first draft, so I have to do an outline for that, due the following Sunday. AP methods, I just have quizzes and homeworks every week, so quizzes are pretty simple, thank God. I don't have a biostats exam till end of the month, and then I do have, let's see here, this is for tomorrow, so we're doing this weekend. This will be done. I have biostats homeworks due as well next week, and a group assignment for module 7 in the health policy class as well due, so I have to work on that this week, of course, since it's due next Sunday. Last, I will have my second exam for Foundations Public Health on the 16th, which I know is going to be a lot of work, so I got to make sure that I'm actively studying for that, and then that's pretty much it for October. Sad thing is everything is basically due Sunday, Mondays, so it's just having to fit everything throughout the week, work week, and Saturdays to ensure that they're done on time.
And then also it just has the...
Okay, so the meeting is over. We ended a little earlier than scheduled, so it's 1:15 right now. I am gonna grab my bag again so we can leave the house. Let's run to Sephora, and then we'll go to our the organization event right after that. Hyaluronic acid. So there it is. Secured the bag.
8:14 left.
Okay.
Do you want to apply for
We got the ordinary stuff, and heading back home so we can get
get started on the work that I have to do, of course. So
This right here is a paper that I'm writing. Well, my topic for our first assignment for Foundations of Public Health class. What I did, basically, we're writing this paper and it has to be 500 to 750 words. And we had to choose one of 3 topics that they presented to us. But there were about 4 or 5 questions that I kind of made bold right here on each side. And we have to include the answers for these questions organically in our work. So I made sure that I'm answering everything. So I'm going to include this in my paper. That way I don't leave anything out that will, count to me losing marks or anything or points for the overall grading. It's over the 6 models we've done so far, and they want us to integrate some information that we've learned in the modules. And I just picked so far module 4 about evidence-based practice is something I'm going to also incorporate in the paper, just fluidly and actually make it cohesive. And I've started the paper a little bit. What I'm using is this little online wordcounter.net program. Remember I mentioned it has to be 500 to 750 words. So this is my intro so far, which accounts for 84 words. Good thing about this, if you actually ended up closing it out and coming back in, it saves the last, word counter document that you had in there. So you don't have to worry about, potentially losing your work if you're working off of this online word counter. Good thing I have the intro because I find that's the hardest thing for me to usually start. And now I'm going to make the body and everything else and kind of help it, flow into one paper, one piece. And the goal of this, of course, is to hit 500 to 750 words, not go beyond that, because sometimes I get a little carried away and have to go back and edit out a lot of things. So this is just for me to, stay on track. I am now done editing. I have put in my title page. I put in my in-text citations as well. And I put in my reference page. So everything is done. But I am at 631 words, which is perfect because the limit is 700. So smack dab right there. And I'm just about to submit it. So I've just uploaded it actually on here. And we can click submit and be done. All right, so I just wanted to quickly speak with you guys about how I've been feeling lately. Honestly, my classes have been so much work. Additional work on top of work on top of work. And I've really been overwhelmed, to tell you the truth, with specifically like 2 of my classes. Now, the main culprit, because I've mentioned that class before, it's my Foundations of Public Health class. And then I also have the Fundamentals of Health Policy. But they've just been a lot, to say the least. And it's up to the point where I've been thinking from the start of the week, oh my gosh, will I have time to complete this? What day of the week will I do this? How many hours do I have to kind of work on this? And I had to take a step back and kind of think like, calm down. Reading a book for that class, which is due next week for that paper. So I'm like, take your time and allot some, specific time for the schoolwork, and you're gonna do it. So that's literally what I've been doing all week. I've been focusing a lot on my Foundations of Public Health class. We had, of course, like I told you guys, the voice thread, my quiz. We had to read like 3.5 chapters. We had to write a practice concept thing, like technically a short paper. And like I said, I just basically put that into motion where every, afternoon or evening, whenever I had some time, I would like, let's work on this now. We're gonna take it slow. We're gonna make sure that we're doing it in increments so we're not burning out, but we're still getting it done. So I definitely encourage you guys to do that if you are feeling, stressed out by your schoolwork, overwhelmed or whatever. Take a step back, take a breath, relax, and just give yourself a little bit of grace. Give yourself some time to work on these things, and you're gonna chisel at it slowly but surely. You're gonna get it done. I did also want to mention that it's also important to romanticize your schoolwork, romanticize studying. Take your work and go to a cafe, a bookstore maybe where there's a cafe like Barnes and Nobles, and study there. Even if you're not really studying, but read a page and make it worthwhile to yourself. So you're not just like stuck in your bedroom or stuck in the library all the time and you're like overthinking it and causing yourself so much stress because you're in your head. Another good way to kind of romanticize your school is by journaling. It's as simple as that. Grabbing a journal, writing a couple of things, you're gonna just feel like you're letting all your anxiety, all your thoughts onto your page, pen and paper, and it's just gonna flow and make you feel so much better. So I definitely recommend both those things, either or whatever other ways that you think would help you cope with, the level of work, the workload that they're giving you in grad school, because it's much more than undergrad. I feel like a lot of it is busy work because a lot of it's like read all these papers and chapters and articles and journals and everything and write. But hey, That's the way the cookie crumbles, right? Now, the other paper, which is due next week for the class I was telling you guys, I have to read this book right here, which is How We Do Harm by Dr. Brawley. He's actually a physician that worked at both hospitals in downtown Atlanta, which are Emory and also Grady. This book has put so much into perspective for me, you guys. It's not even funny. And I'm only 4 chapters in. It just breaks down how the healthcare system in the US, tying back what I was saying earlier today, how it's ineffective and how it actually harms and hurts the people that it's supposed to be serving and, you know, giving preventive care to, which doesn't occur at all. So I do say, if you want to read more about this, if you're interested in health policy, it's a great book if it's not like recommended on your actual class list for your schoolwork. I was telling you guys, like, from the first chapter, I will say it's very graphic, so just warning, very graphic, but it needs to be seen. I feel sometimes we have to make ourselves uncomfortable to understand it's not pretty out there, it's not fun, and we have to really, you know, get down to the nitty-gritty of these things. But really good book so far, and I've honestly been behind on starting reading this because she told us to start reading since the semester started. And we're starting October tomorrow. It's not small print, so that's, you know, a good thing that I've already knocked out 4 chapters last night. And I've given myself where I said I'm gonna read at least 5 chapters every day for the next couple days. There's 25 chapters, so I can, you know, finish it midweek and then start working on the paper. But it is an interesting book, so it's not like hard to read or putting me to sleep or anything. And that's a lot because I don't really like health policy at all. It's not my thing, but it's very much something that we live with. Well, in the US, of course. The rest of the world, like the developed world, Canada, Scandinavia, is probably like, what are you talking about? We have universal health care. But no, something that we have to live with and understand. So again, the health insurance thing I was mentioning earlier today, it's something where you have to take yourself and try to understand whatever it is that you're signing up for. If you're, you know, 26 and older, where you're not on your parents' or guardian's health plan anymore, you have to understand what your coverage is, because these insurance companies are going to come for you. They're going to take your money, and if something goes wrong, God forbid, they're going to, you know, dupe you, basically. Definitely try to understand the basics of, you know, health insurance plans. Don't take that for granted, you guys, like I was telling you, because you never know in life. The book put that into perspective for me so well, about like something that happened to one of his patients who had good job and health insurance and coverage, and then she got breast cancer. And she, you know, maxed out her plan doing expensive, ineffective treatments, essentially. But I don't want to give away too much of the book, so I'm going to stop rambling. But all in all, don't be too overwhelmed. You know, address things as they come. Don't let it get to you. You're going to get the work done. It's possible. It might be super hard. It's going to be difficult, but romanticize where you can. And that's pretty much it. One way that I'm going to be productive, actually, I wanted to watch the Hocus Pocus 2, which premiered on Disney Plus tonight. I said for me to read these 5 chapters, I'm not gonna like dedicate, you know, screen time when I have the book to read. This is technically like screen time for the next 6 days or so, well, 5 days or so. So I'm gonna read a chapter or 2 tonight. If I get done, I'll watch Hocus Pocus tonight. If not, that's okay. We can watch it on Sunday, and I'll make like a movie night, romanticizing again. So I'll get me like some popcorn, probably some chips and dip, and, you know, make something out of it. That is pretty much it, you guys. I'm gonna hit the books literally, or the book literally. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much again for watching. If you've made it all the way to the end, thank you, my evangelistas. I appreciate you guys, love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, bye guys.